There's a new generation of AI out there that can process entire videos, huge reports, all in just a matter of seconds. But a recent hands-on test shows that while it has some absolutely incredible strengths, it also has one critical, kind of hidden weakness that you really need to know about. So first up, let's put this new AI, Gemini 1.5 Pro, to the test. We're going to feed it a pretty long video file and see if it can genuinely understand what it's watching, or if it's just, grabbing a few keywords here and there. The process itself is almost laughably simple. You just upload the file, ask it a question, and that's it. In this case, it was an 11-minute tech review. And the summary it gave back, it wasn't just good, it was spot on. It captured every single key point that was discussed. Now, here's the part that's really mind-blowing. The AI didn't just summarize what was said, it understood the actual structure of the video. The summary was broken down into the exact same sections the person who made the video had originally outlined. That shows it's not just scanning for words, it's actually following the narrative. Okay, so it can follow the story in a video. That's pretty cool. But how does it do with something a little less creative, like cold hard data? For this next test, we're going to see if it can put on its data analyst hat and make sense of a really dense report. So the AI was handed a daily data report just packed with charts and numbers. And right off the bat, it nailed it. It knew exactly what the report was for, it got the date range right, and it even pulled out some genuinely useful insights like when people were using the app the most. So far, so good, right? Well, as the person testing this looked a little closer at the AI's analysis, a huge red flag popped up. The AI stated one of its findings with total 100% confidence, and it was just completely, utterly wrong.
And this right here is such a powerful reminder for all of us. It doesn't matter how smart these tools get, they're not perfect. And that limitation means that we, the humans in the loop, we have to be the final fact checkers.
So what did the AI say that was so wrong? Its analysis stated, plain as day, that Apple users made up exactly 50% of the total. A nice, clean 50-50 split. The only problem? The actual chart, right there in the report it was analyzing, clearly showed the number was 30.8%. I mean, that is not a small rounding error. That is the AI just making something up. It's what people in the industry call a hallucination. All right. So its skills as a data analyst need, let's say, a little adult supervision. But what happens when we switch gears from analyzing stuff to actually creating something? Can it build something useful right from scratch? When it was asked to code a website to promote an app, the difference between this new model and the older ones was just night and day. The old model would give you a really generic basic page, but Gemini 1.5 Pro, wow, it delivered a professional-looking site that was pretty much ready to go, right out of the box.
The really crucial thing to understand here is the leap in its ability to understand your intent. It didn't just follow the instructions blindly, it seemed to anticipate what was needed, adding things like placeholders for images and designing better buttons without even being asked. That kind of thing saves a ton of time.
We've seen it analyze video, and we've seen it generate code. So now, for maybe the ultimate test of its reasoning ability, can it teach advanced math? Let's find out if it can be your own personal tutor. And this is so important. The question wasn't, hey, solve this problem for me. It was, explain the mental steps I need to take to solve this whole category of problem. It's a question about the process, not just about getting the right answer. And the AI totally got it. It immediately identified the problem as involving something called nested quantifiers, which is basically just a really complex kind of logic statement. And then it laid out a step-by-step thinking process that the tester confirmed was the exact method a human expert would teach. And what's even crazier is that it did all of this just by looking at a photo of a textbook page. It correctly read and understood all the complex mathematical symbols, the quantifiers, the set theory stuff, the equations, everything. It just read it. And this really just brings it all home. I mean, yes, the AI was an amazing tutor, and it did get the final answer right. But because we've already seen it confidently get things wrong, that warning is always there. Use it as a guide to learn, absolutely, but maybe don't trust it blindly with your homework. So, after putting this thing through its paces, as a video expert, a data analyst, a web developer, and a math tutor, what's the final takeaway? What's the bottom line here? Well, it is absolutely clear that its ability to understand huge amounts of content and to generate high-quality creative work is a massive, massive step forward. I mean, those are areas where it really, truly shines. So, Let's just boil it all down. The AI's biggest strength is its enormous capacity to process information and really understand the context. But its biggest weakness? It can be an incredibly convincing liar. That means every single fact, every number, every calculation it gives you must be verified by a human. Period.
Ultimately, this new era of AI doesn't make us less important. If anything, it makes our own critical thinking skills more valuable than they have ever been. The better the AI gets at creating answers, the better we have to become at questioning them and figuring out what's real.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.